ang dating Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte. He was calling you a fake Chief Justice. Do you remember?
Yeah.
Sinimulan niya ito, napatawad mo na ba siya?
Oo, talagang, we have to pray for the president, the former president.
Do you still remember this woman? She was appointed Chief Justice by former President Noynoy Aquino III following the impeachment of Renato Corona. As Chief Justice, Maria Lourdes Sereno pushed for judicial reforms, transparency, and due process, but soon clashed with President Rodrigo Duterte over his drug war, the declaration of martial law in Mindanao, and several other policies.
Yun na ang dating Pangulong Duterte na sa ICC. Does he deserve that?
Ang tingin ko, yung dokumento na linabas sa amin, ng Supreme Court Chief Justice ako, pinakinggan namin yun yung Oplan double barrel and yung high value targets, etc. At gina-justify ni, at that time, General Bato de la Rosa, Senator. At sinasabi niya na hindi naman daw ganun kasama, as the journalist, kasi journalist talaga nag-a-avail, for making it out to be.
Because she was a vocal critic, the Duterte administration orchestrated her removal through a quo warranto petition, claiming she lacked integrity for allegedly failing to submit some of her required statements of assets, liabilities, and net worth during her years as a UP law professor from 1992 to 2006, despite the Judicial and Bar Council having endorsed her appointment in 2012.
Dun sa interpellation, it was obvious that they were trying to create a layer of cover-ups. So pag nagko-cover up ka, talagang ibig sabihin may krimen. So ang tanong, did those crimes constitute crimes against humanity?
In her recent interview with Karen Davila, Sereno said she had forgiven the former president. However, she reiterated that the crimes committed by Duterte, first as mayor of Davao and later as president of the Philippines, constitute crimes against humanity.
They did, Karen. And when I read further, after na ito, the proceedings, the report of Michelle Bachelet, the former president of Chile, who was appointed to be the UN rapporteur for the EJK complaint in the Philippines. Yung findings doon, consistent doon sa mga nakita rin namin sa records at yung mga testimony na natanggap namin sa Supreme Court. Consistent din ito doon sa nabasa kong affidavits ng mga testigo sa ICC, which are publicly available, So, dahil napakadaming ebidensya, hindi lang preponderance, talagang substantial na talaga na ebidensya, saan ka makakakita na the same gun would be used at several sites,
Ikaw, Senator De La Rosa, did I ever tell you to shoot a criminal na defenseless na nahuli na ninyo?
Never in my whole life, Mr. President.
Kaya ko lang harap-harap mag-utos, patayin mo yan. Patayin mo yan. Pagkatapos lumaban. Ngayon, kung ayaw maglumaban, di palabanin mo.
Saan ka makakita na talagang ang daming eyewitnesses na yung halimbawa nangyari sa Payatas, the first writ of amparo that we issued in connection with the EJK complaint, talagang yung mga kapitbahay doon sa area na ginawang killing field, talagang nakita na nagmamakaawa yung tatlo, nagbebeg, please maawa ko kayo, pinatay talaga in cold blood.
May sinabi ba ko sa inyo na isalvage ninyo yung tao?
Never, Mr. President.
Patayin mo na lang. Patayin mo na yung pulis doon. Marami yan dyan. Patayin mo na lang. Para malaman ng tao na yan. Walang ariglo dyan. Pag hindi, parang nga kaya, kung hindi ganyan gawin, ako ang papatay dyan. Isasalvage ka, tingnan. And I would not hesitate to take you out. Total, marami na lang rin akong kaso dyan. Dagdagan ko na lang.
And consistent iyon. Kaya nagbigay nga kami ng instruction na ituloy ang investigasyon. At dun sa Payatas, binigyan namin ng no-go zone. Kayong mga pulis, huwag kayong pupunta within a certain perimeter of the Payatas area. So, ang daming na-present sa aming evidence. Tandaan ko pa, yung isa ako kasi sumulat yung unang yung tungkol sa Payatas. Ako nagbasa ng records. So, the Philippines deserves for those accusations to be heard by an impartial tribunal that we had agreed as a country.
Sereno also recalled that as a country, we agreed through our political processes to be part of the ICC by ratifying the Rome Statute in 2011. However, then President Duterte, in an effort to save himself, unilaterally withdrew from the Rome Statute by notifying the UN Secretary General on March 17, 2018. The withdrawal took effect 1 year later on March 17, 2019.
During the time of President Arroyo, kung nagkakamali, siya yung nag-agree that if there is such an allegation of a crime against humanity, we are willing to submit even our own citizens to the jurisdiction of the International Criminal Court. Yung treaty na yan binding on us, and it was unanimously, or at least the consensus in the Senate was to ratify it. So ang lakas-lakas ng Senate, ang ganda nito para sa atin. So if we had committed ourselves as a country to do that, hindi basta-basta mo ipupull out yun. That's the only recourse actually of people na tineterrorize through violence ng isang ruler. So,
but later, congressional investigations, eyewitness testimonies, and documentary evidence revealed that Duterte's war on drugs was a sham, exposing a dark situation where the wolves were guarding the henhouse. In reality, the investigation suggested that the true drug lords and protectors were members of the Duterte family themselves and their notorious Davao drug mafia group.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Quad Committee has started to uncover a grand criminal enterprise, and it would seem that at the center of it is the former president. Napakasakit po nito dahil tayo pong lahat ay nabudol. For instance, categorically named former President Duterte, Bongo, and Bato de la Rosa as integral personalities in protecting the illegal drugs network in the Philippines. Worse, they serve as key figures in ensuring that large volumes of illegal drugs slip right through our borders. Asan ngayon si Colonel Asierto? Nagtatago dahil gusto siyang patayin ng ating former president.
yes, he deserves a trial. Yes, the evidence I had seen as Chief Justice during the time when we heard several cases, dalawa yun hindi lang yung sa Payatas, yung sa Santa Ana pa. There was enough evidence to authorize even morally legally and morally to send President Duterte to the ICC for trial. He will have every opportunity to defend himself. Kung mali ang appreciation ko at the time at nakikita na hindi naman pala talaga niloko lang siya, halimbawa ni Bato, etc., hindi naman talaga yun ang nangyari, then he will have that opportunity.
Dapat ba si Senator Bato de la Rosa ay dinggin din sa ICC? Dapat siya ba maaresto siya?
Dapat siya talaga pumunta sa ICC. Talagang dapat. Kasi siya ang, if President Duterte gave the instruction and it was carried out, then it is Senator De La Rosa who should explain to the ICC na mali ang interpretation nung pre-trial chamber. Yun yung nag-issue ng arrest, at nagsabing may jurisdiction sila. Dapat talaga na sabihin niya, mali kayo. Kasi ito talaga ang meaning ng double barrel, yung HVT, yung high value targets, ito talaga yung policy namin, yung mga nakikita yung mga ballistic reports mali, yung mga EJK victims kin na nandito, nagsisinungaling, he has every opportunity to do that.
Bato can be a witness for Duterte.
Yes, he can be a witness for if he is credible at maganda yung paliwanag niya, the former president will be free. Kasi sasabihin, maaaring ang story ni Senator Bato, hindi naman niya alam eh. Akin lang, tinago ko yung data sa kanya, binigyan ko siya ng cover-up, etc. So, pwedeng ganun ang storya, di ba? If he loves the president so much, he should just accept all the responsibility on himself.
Do you think he'll do it?
This time, I think he should really reflect on his duty under the law, which is very clear. Malinaw naman ang law on the execution of law enforcement authority. Malinaw yung boundaries eh. Kung linampasan niya yun, then it's time for him to reflect about whether it led to a correct outcome. Kasi mukhang hindi eh, di ba? Hindi nasugpo yung drugs. Very temporary yung impact ng takot. Pero ang klaro, sociologically, talaga naghahanap ng savior, ng strongman ng Pilipino, no? But flouting the law and destroying all the legal mechanisms is the worst way to show that a leader can take care of the Filipino people.